Go SBA Algebra 3 students. We are ready to take another trip and visit the ellipse on day 2 of our online class. And this is in section 12.1. We will find the coordinates of the focus points and then graph the ellipse. That's our objective today. First, let us review the standard form of the equations of the ellipse with the center at the origin. We talked about this yesterday. Here, the vertices are on the major axis. See, this is a horizontal major axis, and remember the A's represent the endpoints of the vertices. The B's represent the endpoints of the co-vertices. And notice that the C, which is the focus point, they're going to always be on the major axis. Here, the major axis is horizontal. Over here, the major axis is vertical. And again, notice that the C, the focus points, are on the major axis. Well, how do we know, again, which one is the major axis? The A square is under the X variable. So that means that the major axis is horizontal. The A square is under the Y variable. So that means that the major axis is going to be vertical. And remember that the A square is always greater than the B square when we have an ellipse. Now, this is what we're going to graph. This is the ellipse that we're going to graph. We're going to graph this ellipse, and we're going to find the focus points. The plural of focus points would be foci points. When we start, again, here's our equation. Our A squared is the larger denominator. The A squared is always the larger denominator. And since the larger denominator is under the Y variable, then our major axis is going to be vertical because, again, the larger denominator is under the Y variable, so the major axis is vertical. And I needed to say something about the A. See, if the A squared is 25, then we take the square root of A, we get what, plus or minus 5, but the A is 5. The minus is just meaning that we're what going up and what down. Then we're going to find our B square. The B square is 9. The B is plus or minus 3, and then the B is 3. And the plus or minus just says that we're going to be going up, and here, since it's under the X variable, we're going to be going left and right. And since nothing is being subtracted from the X or the Y, the center is at the origin. So now we're getting ready to graph this, do a quick sketch of our graph. And we're going to have our center being at the origin. So let's see if I can put the center at the origin. And then the A, remember, was 5. And we're going to have a vertical major axis, so we go up 5 units. We go down 5 units. And remember, we always move from the center, always move from the center. The B, remember, was 3. So we're going to go, and see that's under the X variable, so we're going to go to the right 3 units. We're going to go to the left 3 units. And then we have these 4 dots on the outside. These 4 dots on the outside. So then we're going to do a dot to dot. A dot to dot for our ellipse. A dot to dot for our ellipse. So this is not too good of an ellipse, but this is basically how it's going to look. Okay, that is our ellipse, the graph. Now we've got to find the focus points. And remember that the focus points are always on the major axis. And in order to find the focus points, we have to find the C. We have to find the C. And remember, let me find that, go back to our review here. Remember that the C square is always equal to the A square minus B square for an ellipse now. This is just for the ellipse. The c squared is equal to the a squared minus the b squared. And in order to find the focus points, we have to know the c. So we're going to have c squared is equal to a squared minus b squared. The a squared was 25. The b squared is 9. 25 minus 9, 16. We take the square root of both sides. We get what the plus or minus 4. And the c is 4. The minus just says that we're going to be moving up and down 4 units. So if I were to go back to my graph, which is here, go back to the graph, okay. My center is 0, 0. This is the x, this is the y. The foci points have to be on the major axis, which is what? The vertical major axis. And we're going to be moving up and down. So when we move up and down, we're going to change a y variable. So the focus points, the x coordinate stays the same. See, we're only adding something to the y because our major axis is what? Vertical. So it's going to be 0 plus or minus 4. So the focus points, or the foci points, I just use foci, that means both of them, will be 0, positive 4 and 0, negative 4. So these are the coordinates of the foci points. These are the coordinates of the foci points. Now here is a graph that looks maybe a little bit better than this one. But you see how we have our center here at the origin. We have a vertical major axis. We moved up 5 and down 5 because remember the A was 5. Then the B was 3, so we moved to the right of the center, 3 units, and to the left. And then you see the foci points again are always on the major axis, so we went up 4 units and down 4 units. So this is our graph of our ellipse, and this is our second day, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. Give me a comment about this on Plus Portals. Thanks. Until next time. Bye-bye.